Hello everyone, this is Kishore and welcome to Excel Learning Program. Most of the Excel features remain unknown for many users, but at the end of the program you will be familiar with all the features of Microsoft Excel, and for sure you will be ahead of all others. The entire program has been divided into two sections. The first section name is Essential Skills and the second section name is Expert Skills. Today we are going to start with a lesson 1 under Essential Skills part. Now I'm going to open Excel 2010 application from my system. This is the Excel 2010 application front end view. If we observe the middle portion of the Excel application, we can see this portion is the name of the workbook which we have opened, and this portion is the name of this is called title bar. This portion is the name of the application which we are working with. This is a Microsoft Excel application which we are open and working with, and this is book 1. But from where this book 1 came, because we did not open any book 1, we have opened just Excel. The inbuilt functionality of Microsoft Excel, when we open any of the workbook which is new, then it will be auto named as book 1. If I open one more new book, then it will be named as book 2. If I open another, book 3, book 4, like so on. If I open one more, then it is named as book 2. If I open one more, it will be named as book 3, like so on. If we come down to the left portion of the application, this is called Quick Access Toolbar. Let us have detailed discussion on Quick Access Toolbar later in this session. Let us go to right portion of the application. This is called Minimize Window. If I click on this, I can minimize this window. See, I am minimized this window. If I click down the second button, this is called Restore Down and Maximize button. If I click here, now I am able to restore the Excel application in a desired manner. Earlier, this is the desired manner which I have opened the Excel application. Now if I click here, this is the maximize. If I click, this will be restored to maximize button. So coming to the below row, this is this row called as tab row. These are all called tabs. See, page, layout, formulas, data, review, view. These are all different tabs which are available in Excel. Coming to the right portion of the second row, this I will explain you about later. This also will be explained later. Now coming to the minimize portion. This minimized portion is different from the above minimized button. So how it is different from the above button and below button? This button is applicable for the workbook, not the application. This button is applicable for entire application. If I click minimize, now see here, I have minimized the workbook but not the application. So if I maximize this one, I am able to maximize the application. See, minimize, sorry, this is restore, minimize. Now I am able to minimize this and maximize. I am able to maximize the workbook but not the application. Now coming to restore, this is similar to the restore of application. If I click this one, this is the desired format earlier which I have restored the workbook but not the application. This is restore or restoring the application. So if I click maximize, I am able to maximize. This is also called as floating window. I can float with this window. I can float with the window. It means I can drag, drop, or anywhere else. I can drag it to anywhere. I can drop it to anywhere. Like this, I can open the number of workbooks. I can make them as floating windows. See, I'm maximizing. Right. Coming to the mid section of the first portion, this is called ribbon. So this section called as ribbon section. What do you mean by ribbon? So from 2007 and 2010, or in 2007 and 2010 only, you can find this ribbon. In 2003 you will find only menus. All these functions will be available under menus. This is very difficult for the user in 2003 and 2003 before. It means 97 and 2003 Excel sheets. It is difficult for the user to understand what are the different functions which are available under different menus. From here, user will be able to understand what are the different options available under each tab. So this is grouped as different options. It means the ribbon is grouped with different commands along with the group names. If we observe this area, these are called different commands. Cut is a command, copy is a command, format painter is a command. Along with the commands, you will be able to see the name of the group, that is called clipboard. The entire group name here is stated as clipboard group. This is clipboard. Again, if you come down to the second portion, this is font group. If you come down to third, alignment group, number group, styles group, cells group, editing group. So these are all the different groups which are available with the respective group names under ribbon command. So this is called the ribbon. That's coming down, this is called name box. So here what do you mean by A1? If we observe here, see, I am placing my cursor from here to here. So now if you observe here, this is named as I11. If you see here, this is named as J5. If you see here, this is named as D5. It means name box indicates the cursor position of the respective cell name, or it also indicates the range name. We have not yet detailedly discussed about range names. We have not at all entered into range names. Hence, we will discuss about range names in a later session. For now, this is referencing a cell which or where my cursor position is available. If my cursor position is available on K1, see, this is K1. It is indicating K1. The second portion called as formula bar. This is called formula bar. So if I enter anything over here, it will also be entered into the active Excel sheet. Hello active cell. Sorry. Hello world. See, it is, I have entered here, it is entering here. In the same way, if I enter anything here, it will also enter into our formula bar. Hello world. See, like this. Formula bar will also helps to show the formulas in a respective cell. We haven't discussed about formulas. Let us discuss about formulas in a later session. So if you observe the right portion of the formula bar, you can see there is a arrow bar called, this is, you can when you click this one, you can expand the formula bar like this. You can expand the formula bar, not only expanding up to this mark, you can also expand the formula bar until what extent you require, like this. You can do that. This arrow bar will helps to expand or minimize or expand, maximize the formula bar. Now coming to the section of cells, there is an arrow button. See, this is the arrow button. If you click this arrow button, you can select entire cells which are available in the respective Excel sheet. If you click again, you can select this one. If you click here, you will be unselect. So this is called selection of entire cells. Right. Coming to the area A, B, C, D, this is called header. In the same way, here you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, so on. So these are called column headers. These are called row headers. This is a column, this is a row. This A indicates column, this 1 indicates row. In the same way, if you come down to the right portion of this area, this is called split. If you click here, you can split the portion. It means you can split this Excel sheet into two parts. One is this one, another one is this one. See? See, like this. I have split this worksheet into two parts. Again, I can restore this by double click, or I can restore this like this. I can drag it up, or I can double click on the restore. You can do it. Right. Coming to the right portion again, this is called vertical scroll bar. This area called vertical scroll bar. This is vertical scroll bar. You can scroll down to the entire sheet. If you observe this one, I am able to scroll down only up to the last cell, that is 33. I am unable to scroll down using this one. But however, if you use shift option, if you hold shift and click this portion, then you will be able to navigate to number of cells which you require. Say if you observe here, it is moving down. I hold the shift key now. I am clicking on this one. I am able to go to the number of cells which I require. I can go to entire sheet even, entire sheet down. If I click like this, I can go like this. I can go like this. I can move on. So this is how we can use the vertical scroll bar. This is called vertical scroll bar. If you come down here, these are called, if you see here, these are called sheet navigating tabs or sheet navigating buttons. So if you click anything here, nothing is happening to the sheets. Nothing is happening. Why it is not happening? Say for example, what I am doing is I am inserting some sheets. This is the sheet button which we can insert the number of sheets which we require. Now this is called horizontal scroll bar. Now what I am doing is I am moving this horizontal scroll bar towards to the sheets. Actually I have created, see here, 8 sheets. I have created 8 sheets, but I am covering some sheets with this one. So now if I click here, I am able to navigate to the next sheet. See here, 6th, 7th, 8th, so on. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like this. If I click the first button, this is the start button. If I click the last button, this is the end button. It means it will show directly the 8th sheet. See, this is the 8th sheet. If I click start button, I can go to the first sheet. So this is called horizontal scroll bar. This is called sheet navigating tabs. These are called as sheet navigating tabs. Now I am restoring this horizontal scroll bar like earlier. This is how it is look like. So this is horizontal scroll bar. I can also do the same thing like earlier we did with shift key vertical scroll bar. Like this you can go to last. And one important thing which I want to let you know is Excel 2007 and Excel 2010 has the almost greater than 1 million rows and greater than 16,000 columns. This is XFT. This is the last column of the Excel sheet. This is the last row of the Excel sheet. This is 10,48,576 row. This is XFD. This is almost 16,000 columns we had in Excel sheet. I don't think we will have more than these many number of rows and columns. Right. Coming to the next portion, how do we navigate to the end of the Excel sheet? Just use Control button and hold the Control key, then use down arrow. You will be down to the last cell of the Excel sheet. In the same way, hold Control button and use right arrow. You will go to the rightmost column of the Excel sheet. This will helps you to know how many number of rows and columns in this Excel sheet like this. If you have any data here, you cannot use this one Control down. You cannot navigate to the last cell. This Control down will help you to navigate to the respective cell in that particular region, which is the last cell in that particular region which has data which will be directed towards to that. So if I use one more time Control down, it will be here. First time when I use, it is here. Next time when I use, it is here. If I type something, if my cursor position is here, first time 1, 2, 3. It is like this. From here if I use again, this is the last portion. It is coming here. So like this you can use control down. In the same way control right arrow also. Right. Again, coming to the last portion, this portion called status bar portion. Let us discuss about status bar in a later session. Again, there is some buttons. If you observe, there are some buttons. This is called normal view button. This is called page layout view button. This is called page break view button. So what is the difference between normal view, page layout view and page break view button? If you observe, we are in normal mode button. This is lit up. If you observe, this is lit up. See, if I click on page layout view, this is the page layout view. This is like print preview. This is similar to the print preview. See, now I am clicking on page break view. These are the different views which are available in Excel sheet, Excel application too. Now, coming to the next portion, this is called zooming portion. If I click this one, see how much I can zoom this one. Do I require to zoom to 200% or do I require to zoom to 100% or do I require to zoom to the respective custom number? Say for example, if I give 20 here, I can zoom it to 20 like this. So anyways, I am not going to change anything. I am restoring the original zoom option, that is 100%. Now one more option here is fit selection. What do you mean by fit selection? Say for example, I am selecting, see if you observe here, you are able to see up to 32nd row, from first row to 32nd row. Now what I am going to do is, I am filling this with some data even after 32nd row. I am filling with some name called Kishore, which control shift enter. Now I am able to fill the entire data. Here if you observe, I am able to see up to the 32nd row. I am able to see up to 32nd row, but how can I able to see the entire portion up to where I have typed this area? But if you observe here, see I have typed the entire words up to 75th row, but I am able to see here only 32nd row. So how to see entire portion on the same page? So now what I am doing is I am selecting the entire portion which I have typed in. Now I am selecting this one. I am clicking on fit selection. This fit selection will help the user to fit the selected number of rows and number of columns into the same page, irrespective to, say for example, if I click OK, see here the entire portion which I have typed is shown in a single page. So of course there is no use of it showing in a single page because we are unable to view anything else. So this is how the fit selection will work. Right. Fine. Now I am deleting this one. I am restoring the earlier button. Fine. So now, so far we have discussed about all the different features on the face of Excel application. Now let us go into details of each functionality. First, let us discuss about quick access toolbar. What do you mean by quick access toolbar? This quick access toolbar helps the user to reduce the number of clicks or number of shortcut keys which we require to use. What do you mean by that? Say for example, I am clicking on this arrow button. See here, there are different functionalities which are available in quick access toolbar. Say for example, I am adding sort ascending functionality. Say for example, what I am doing is I am Kishore and Krishna and Raja, Ravi or Anu, Prabhat or Madhu, etc. See, I want to sort these descriptions in a specified order, that is called A to Z order. Say if I click A to Z, it has been changed the sort order from A to Z order. To do this, I am just used undo button. To do this manually, I have to make sure where this sort functionality available. So maybe under this sort functionality will be available. I might have go over there and make sure where the sort functionality is available. I have to use the sort functionality wherever it is available. I have to find it and I have to use that sort functionality. So instead of that, if I use that functionality or if I add that functionality into quick access toolbar, I will be able to, or user will be very much familiar, a user will be very much happy to use those functionalities without any hesitation or going to the next wherever the shortcut key is available, where that functionality is available. Without knowing that, he can do this functionality by adding the quick access toolbar as quickly as he can. So now what I'm doing is I'm adding some more commands to the quick access toolbar. How to add different commands to the quick access toolbar? If you observe, these are all the different commands which are available to add in the quick access toolbar, but I need more commands to be added to quick access toolbar. So I want to add different commands to quick access toolbar. Now I want to add a strike through functionality to quick access toolbar. Now I am searching for strike through functionality, which will not be available under popular commands. It will be available under commands which are not on the ribbon. So now I am searching with strike through. See, strike through command. Now I will be able to see this strike through command here. I think so. Yes, this is the strike through command. Now I am adding this strike through command over here. I am clicking OK. Now say for example, if I type something here, see, I hope, let us do this. We have already done with hello world. I want to strike it through. So I want to strike it through. Now I can click directly on strike through. If you want to do this manually, you have to go to the dialog launcher. There is a buttons. If you see these arrows on the ribbon beside the alignment group or anywhere else, beside the font group, these are some arrows which are available. If you click on the arrow, it will be launched a dialog. This is called a dialog launcher. So if I want to do the same thing with the dialog launcher, it will take some time for me to go to the respective functionality. This is my respective functionality, strike through. Click this one, click OK. Now I am able to strike it through. So it will take some time to go ahead with strike through functionality. Otherwise, if I add this functionality over here, it will be very easy for me to do such kind of functionalities or such kind of actions which I require easily. So far what we have understand from quick access toolbar is how to add different functionalities to the quick access toolbar. But how can we add separator button? See, if you observe here, there is a separator button. If you observe properly, there is a separator button here. See, this is separator. This is separating from this to this. This is separating from this to this. This is the separator button. How to add these separator buttons like Microsoft Excel has added? We can also add separator buttons to the quick access toolbar. There is a separator. Say for example, I want to add borders, calculate now. Now I want to add a separator. Add a separator. Borders, calendar. I want to add calculate now, center, and copy as one group. And one more time I want to add a separator. Again I want to create chart functionality and cut functionality, delete cells functionality. If I click OK, now if you observe, I have added different functionalities or different features to the quick access toolbar along with a separator. If you observe, this is a separator, this is a separator, this is a separator, this is a separator. From here, this is one group. From here, this is one group. See, like this, you can use different functionalities. Now, how to delete a functionality from quick access toolbar? Now, if you right click this functionality, you can use remove quick access toolbar. See, like this, you can remove the functionalities which we have added earlier to the quick access toolbar. You can remove like this. Right. How to change the quick access toolbar from top to bottom? Now it is available on the top of the Excel sheet. Now I want to change this quick access toolbar from top to below the ribbon. Now see here, show below the ribbon. See, now I am able to see show below the ribbon. Again I am restoring this, show above the ribbon. Like this you can use quick access toolbar, and you can use different functionalities to the quick access toolbar. Now I am deleting everything, remove. I am removing the options which I have added to the quick access toolbar. Now I click OK. Now this is the one which is earlier it has. Now I am deleting unnecessary. Right. The sort functionality will be available in data. Because we haven't discussed about data, I did not show that one. Fine. However, let us go into the next section. This is called floating windows. So far you understand about quick access toolbar. Now we are going to the floating windows. What do you mean by floating window? A floating window helps you to match two different worksheets, or help you to see here. I am just closing this one. What I am doing is I am opening an Excel sheet from my local system, local path. I'm opening an Excel sheet from my local path. This is my Excel sheet. I'm opening test Excel sheet. Again, I'm going to save this Excel as test1. See, I'm going to save this as test_1. I'm going to save into the same folder. How to save this worksheet? See, just click on File, Save or Save As. Save means it will be saved in the respective worksheet, but I require a different worksheet to be saved with the data, with the same data. Say this is the data which I have, and I can change the name 1. You can save this worksheet with the same data, or you can modify the existing data and save as the worksheet as test1 too. Now I am saved this one. Now one more Excel sheet is created over here. Now I would also like to open this Excel sheet into, I am opening this Excel sheet. Now two Excel sheets have been opened, but where are my two Excel sheets? How can I see? See here, I am going to the floating windows. See, now there is a double-headed cursor. See here, this is my test1. Where is another one? Now I am opening this one. This is my test2. See, so this is test1 and this is test2. So you can float these windows like this. In the same way, you can also check the authenticity in two windows. Say something like that. If you want to see in 7th row there is 90, something is here. On 7th row, what is the information which is available over here? If you keep side by side, it will be easy for you to see different rows and different columns. You can also compare with different rows and columns between two sheets. This is called floating window option. You can float the windows, or you can navigate through the windows, or you can navigate through the different sheets which are opened through the option floating window. Now let us move on to the next section, that is called renaming the worksheet. See, these are the names of the worksheets. If you observe here, if I click, I can add the different worksheets. I can navigate through the sheets too. I am able to navigate. Now how to rename the worksheet? Just right click and rename it. You can rename whatever you want. So like this you can rename the worksheet. In the same way, you can also color the worksheet like this. Tab color, you can give respective tab color to the worksheet. You can give like this. You can tab color. You can remove the worksheet or move a copy. You can move a copy. These are all the different functionalities of worksheet. We are going to see these functionalities in the next session.